Hi, this is Natalie Rydström and you're watching Euro Football Weekly. With just over a week of waiting to go, we're going to take an early look at a few Premier League matchups kicking off on Saturday 16th. And joining us now to preview Arsenal versus Crystal Palace is sports writer Kevin Stott. Kevin, welcome to the show.
How you doing, Natalie?
Now, the Gunners are the clear favourites in this match for good reason. That was priced 1.33 with Bet Victor. But at that price, would you either bet big or pass?
That's just a great question. On this situation, I would actually do the third thing. I would take Arsenal on the money line, but I would use it as a parlay element. I would parlay it with a couple other big, either English Premier League teams or some other healthy favorites that I felt were maybe overpriced, and put them together, and then maybe put 20, 50, maybe $100 on something like that. That's about the only way you can approach it with that price.
Yeah. Well, another option here would be to play the Arsenal win and then combine it with either both teams to score, which is priced at 3.6 with Coral, or the over under 2.5 goals. Now, with the both teams to score option, I'm actually leaning towards a clean sheet. Now, that's priced at 2.1 at Bet Victor, which they have managed in both head-to-heads last year. They have the home advantage. They are one of the teams to beat this year. And last year, they only conceded 11 goals at home over 19 matches, whilst the Glaziers only managed 15 on the road. Do you agree here?
I absolutely agree with that. I'm not a big Arsenal fan, but they're going to play much better defense. It is a derby, so Crystal Palace will be up for the game, but it's just like the little brother syndrome. It's just Crystal Palace, no matter how hard they try, you'll see the first 30 minutes, the first 25, 20 minutes, they will give it all they got, and then they'll just be frustrated. And the depth of the rosters, the amount of money Arsene Wenger's plan will show. And then from about the 30-minute to the 90-minute mark, you're going to see Arsenal just dominate. And I agree with you. I think a clean sheet is something worth looking at. I have it 3-0 Arsenal.
Now, looking at the total goals here and the option to combine the Arsenal win, say with the over 2.5 goals. Now, the over is priced at 1.91 at Sky Bet. But if we think that Arsenal is going to keep a clean sheet, you can obviously bet on Arsenal and their total goals being the over 2.5. Would that be the better way to play it? I
think you could probably approach that. Probably the best way to approach it would be to parlay the Arsenal with the over 2.5 if you really think that they're going to get the 3 goals, or if Crystal Palace can score, and maybe have it 2-1, but which defeats the clean sheet theory. But I think the clean sheet theory or the clean sheet wager is a little riskier than parlaying those two elements in this particular case, just because it's Arsenal against Crystal Palace. I think it's risky. You could have a red card. You could have a penalty kick. You could have a fluke goal. You could have Crystal Palace could very well earn a goal and then actually win the game and have a huge upset. I mean, these are all possibilities. So I'd stay away from the clean sheet bet. I'd be more apt to parlay Arsenal with the over. And I think Arsenal's a good team to bet overs because they set a really strong pace. And I backed that a lot last year and profited from it.
Right, okay. Well, that comes in there, Arsenal on the over 2.5 goals, that comes in at 1.91. What's the best way here to play this match?
What I said earlier, Natalie, I think the best way to play it is just Arsenal with maybe a Chelsea or another, maybe 2 or 3 other big favorites, either in English Premier League or some of the other leagues, and just put them together and then jack the amount up, put more on the bet, knowing that you're betting bigger favorites and that it's just tougher to get a decent payout. Making straight bet. I mean, you could make a straight bet, but what would it be? You'd have to bet like what? I don't have the odds here, but what's it like 365? I forget what it is. I don't have it in front of me, but it's 365 to win 100 or something. That's just it might even be worse than that. But it's a decent way to do it. But if you bet 365 and lose 100 on your first bet of the year, that's going to be a rude awakening. So my approach would be Arsenal as a parlay element.
Okay, so Arsenal there as a parlay element. Kevin Stott, thank you for joining us.
Great, thank you, Natalie.